Hey guys, I'm going to give it a few minutes for people to jump in. I think I got on a little early because I wanted to make sure my connection was okay. So I'm going to wait here a few minutes and then we'll get started. There's always the awkward part, right? Like we just sit here and we wait and we don't know if people are watching or not. So if you're watching, like give me a like or something so I know I'm not alone. I don't even know if my watch is working. I know the right time. Hi, Laura. Oh, I got a thumbs up. Yay! I'm actually in the most awkward situation to be doing a training video. I didn't have anyone to go to my house and stay with the girls, so I came to my grandfather's house and they're downstairs with him. I'm in my mom's room. There's nowhere to sit here but the floor, so I'm like kneeling doing this call. Okay, that's the cool thing about this business. We can take it anywhere, make an office wherever we go, even if it's my mom's master bedroom. Okay, I'm gonna give it a few seconds. Can someone tell me the time? Because I want to make sure I'm like not waiting too long. I don't even know if my watch works, so it's just here for decoration. Anyone? Because my phone, I don't know why. I guess when I'm live, it doesn't tell me the time. 12:01. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to get started. I know a lot of you are busy and some of you are on your lunch break, so I don't want to waste any time. It's going to be recorded on our page, so you're more than welcome to watch the replay. So I know I introduced myself earlier, but I'll give you a little introduction. My name is Arlyn Pino. I am one of Christina Delgado's coaches, and I am super excited to be here and be part of this training. And I think that this training holds a very special place in my heart because I too was a push graduate that was able to do the training and come out of it as a sparkling brand new diamond. So I personally know that these trainings work. I know how resourceful they are, and how cool is it that you guys are learning from the top coaches in Diesel Nation. Like, we are sharing everything with you, no filter, just sending it to you. But remember, just because we share everything with you doesn't mean it's going to magically happen. It's your job to take these resources and apply it in your business and be coachable with it and just have fun through your journey. So I'm going to start off by letting you know that I'm going to be talking to you about staying in phase one. Some of you probably know what this means. Some of you probably have no idea what I mean by phase one. And once I describe it to you, you're going to be like, that's it. And that's the beauty of this topic. I'm very excited to be the one sharing this with you and to kick off this training. Okay, so what does it mean to stay in phase one in your business? You guys ready for this? It's the secret sauce to succeeding in Beachbody. I am about to share with you the secret sauce that all the coaches that are successful in the network do. Are you guys ready for this? Ready? It is called the 4 vital behaviors. Okay, so what do I mean by this? I know you guys are like, okay, I already knew that. I learned that in my new coach training. Why is she talking about this? Well, because I'm going to dig deep into the 4 vital behaviors, and I'm going to dig deep into how to stay in phase one of your business. A lot of times people try to complicate this business. They try to reinvent the wheel. They try to do things different. And guess what? Like, why challenge yourself like that? Like, why complicate a business that can be so easy to run? Yes, it takes hard work. It takes dedication. But if you follow these basics to stay in phase one, you're going to see the change in your business. Okay. So what are the basics? 4 vital behaviors, having a challenge group, doing trainings, and owning my business. Okay, so how do you do that? You focus on your business first. Okay, think of it like when you're in an airplane. God forbid you're in an airplane and something happens. Who do you put the mask on first? Yourself or the person next to you? Yourself. Because if you don't have the proper oxygen, if you're not taking care of yourself first, how can you go and rescue someone? Okay, so Beachbody is the same, you guys. In order to help someone else, in order to help someone in your challenge group, in order to help a team in your downline team succeed, you need to focus on your business first. Because guess what? If you don't focus on your business, you let it fall apart, How are you going to be able to lead another team? Which is going to be like your sponsored coaches. You're going to feel frustrated. You're going to feel like everything is falling apart, and you're going to become one of those grouchy leaders. And that's not who you want to be. Okay? So I'm going to share with you how I stay in phase 1. If you have any questions, you could go ahead and post them. I'll review them once I'm done with my little lesson here. And I want you to promise me that you are going to stay in phase 1. Okay? So here we go. Focus on my business first. That's what I do. Okay? So how do I do that? I focus on my Facebook posts, my Instagram posts. And I know that I provide to my team a schedule to follow Monday through Sunday with a timeline. Some of them use it, some of them don't. The resources are there. I'll be more than happy to share it with you guys. But that's where I focus. I focus on my social media because, you guys, social media is free. Like, how wonderful is it that we run a business that we can show it to everyone? United States, Canada, Puerto Rico, and wherever else Beachbody is going to take us for free through social media. Okay? So that's why, to me, I hold it so dearly, and I focus on my social media before anything else, because that's my storefront. That's what people see. That's what, when people see as to why they want to join me versus another coach. Okay, so how do I focus on my Facebook and Instagram? I plan out my posts. Does it always happen that way? No, because even last week, I know it sounds super silly, one of my daughters went to poop, and I got so motivated after her pooping that I did a post about being enthusiastic about pooping in my house. And the post was about, how do people lose enthusiasm in life? It was like a little deep storytelling post for people to relate to me. But sometimes my posts are not planned, and I just pop in my head and I do it, okay? But for the most part, I plan out 5 deep posts a week. So that's me focusing in my business, okay? You still haven't heard me talk about my team yet or my challengers, just myself. I pick 5 topics, and I know that those 5 topics, that's what I'm going to be deep storytelling throughout the week. Granted, I share my Shakeology, my workouts, my girls, but these are the 5 that people are going to be able to relate to me. These are the 5 that I'm going to be able to share more about me as a leader, as a coach, as a mom, as a wife, as a person. Okay? So by doing that, it's keeping me organized in one of my vital behaviors, right? The secret sauce. All right. Then I focus on invites. How do I invite? I'm all about building relationships, because for a while, I would just send cold scripts like, hey, I'm running a health and fitness group. Do you want to join? And those work great. It worked for me great. When I hit Success Club 28, I think it was last summer, it was me using that script. But I've changed a couple of things in my business, and now I'm all about building relationships, because people are going to join you when they trust you. Okay? So how do I invite? Anytime that I post anything, whether it's personal or Beachbody, and someone likes it, I message that person, because they just gave me the okay to contact them, okay? And it doesn't mean that they're telling me like, oh my God, I love that you drink your shake. They don't even comment on my shake. Just because they liked it, they're watching me, okay? So that's how I start building relationships. I might thank them for, following my journey, or I might just message them just to say, hey, how are you? I saw you just went to Disney. My girls and I love Disney. What restaurant did you eat at? Do you recommend going there? And it's all about them and them helping me about their Disney trip, okay? And little by little, they're the ones that are going to bring up like, hey, I saw you working out with your girls. How do you do it? I've always wanted to do it. How do you make it happen? And boom, that's when you say, well, I'm an online health and fitness coach, and this is what I can provide for you. And you start using the scripts, which I'm going to go into in a little bit. Okay, that's how I invite. That's how I build relationships. On Instagram, the same way. One of my rock stars, Denise, created the script that she sends to whoever starts following her new on Instagram. It's just a little script that you welcome them to your page. They started following you, so they're giving you the green light to contact them. Pretty much saying, hi, my name is Arlyn Pino. I'm an online health and fitness coach. Thank you for following me. You're the type of person that I like having here. Just so you know, you're going to be seeing healthy recipes, fitness tips, along with my personal life. I'm very excited to have you here. Any questions you may have, I'm just a click away. So you're already letting them know what you can offer them, but letting them know what your page is all about. At the end of the day, they started following you, giving you the green light to move forward, okay? Those are ways that I invite. Now to the next step, follow up. Okay, that's the key to this business, you guys. Do not feel like you're bothering someone. Remember that Beachbody is on your mind 24/7. Like, if you're like me, you even dream with Beachbody, okay? It's not to people. People are busy with work, they're stressed. Like, people that are I feel like people that are non-Beachbody people, they're very like even extra stressed out. Not saying that we're not stressed out, but their life is like on a different wavelength than ours. So they're not thinking about that cute message you sent to them, inviting them or telling them how wonderful the 21-day fix is. It is your responsibility to follow up with them. Even if it takes a month, 2 months, a year. I've had people that had taken them 2 years to join me. And guess what? When they join me, they rock the challenge group and they end up joining me as a coach. Okay. So that's the key right there. Following up. Sending a message does not count if you don't follow up. Even if they're not ready to sign up at the moment, you ask them for permission to follow up. Chances are they're going to say yes. You write them down, and until you don't highlight their name or however it is you track your business, you don't stop following up with that person. Okay. Then how else do you focus on your business first? I already said the postings on your social media, which is your storefront. I also said how to invite. I said how to follow up, and now adding to the network. Okay. When I first joined Beachbody, I had under 100 people in my social media. Okay. Under 100 people. I was anti-social media, which is great because it allowed me to add to my network. So I went from having under 100 to now having like over 1,000. How did I get there? My business is not where many of yours is at. So I'm going to share with you what Arlyn 2014 did. Okay. It all started by searching my high school. Okay. Searching all the high school reunions that were going on in the time frame that I was in my high school, and going in there and adding people. If I had them for an elective class, adding them, just like a crazy maniac, adding. Okay, at that point, my business was my priority, and I did not care if I looked like a psycho adding people that I hadn't seen since 9th grade. Okay, because a lot of those people that I added are rocking their business right now with me. Okay, so it's time to get uncomfortable in your business and start adding people that way. Search old jobs. I used to work for Carnival Cruise Lines. Anyone that I ever saw in the elevator, I started adding to my network. Okay. I was a teacher. Any of the schools that I worked at, whether I was a secretary or a teacher, boom, I would add people to my network. And I'm going to share with you one of my favorite little tricks to adding to your network. Take notes, because this is one of the ones that has given me the most people in my network. When I was a teacher, I would always like story tell about like special moments that I had with certain students, or like if there was a special student that taught me a lesson about life, how to be free. I would do a deep post, and I had a really good relationship with my students and their parents. So it was a little bit different, and I only did this with certain students that I knew their parents on a personal level. So there was a student named Jordan. We had like an aha moment in class. She made me feel like on top of the world. I story told, which is part of being a Beachbody coach, to be relatable. And I tagged her mom. Okay, the post was public. I tagged her mom. I story told. Everyone that liked that post was mainly Jordan's family, Jordan's friends, Jordan's mom's friends from work, and all the moms from the dance studio that she works at. Okay, they liked my post. It was my post on my wall that they liked. Guess what they did? They gave me the green light to add them to my network. And right there, they saw me as Jordan's teacher. She's not a psycho just adding me. That's how I started expanding my network, and I continue to do that when I hang out with certain friends. Always tag your friends on posts, okay? Their friends are going to see it. It's going to be a post that has nothing to do with Beachbody. It could be that you guys are out on a boat, or it could be that you guys are at dinner, and you can add the people that like your post, okay? Another way that you can add to your network is I have cousins that live in Las Vegas, in the West Coast. I recently just started doing this the other night. I went to my cousins' pages, and anyone that they had in their friends list that was relatable to me, they're probably a mom or a teacher, or I see that they have like 3 jobs so they can handle multitasking. I started adding them to my network. Okay. And I have a list of those random people that I added to my network that I'm going to be sending them that welcome message, introducing myself to them. Okay. So you see how I'm still talking about my business, focusing on the basics. Okay. The 4 vital behaviors. Okay. The last one is videos. What do I mean by videos? Okay. Someone just commented earlier that they had no idea this is what I sounded like. People want to know that you're human. You're not a robot behind the screen. So I focus on my videos. I focus on my workout videos. Okay. I've noticed that on Instagram, I have over 1,000 views in many of my workout videos. Those people that are viewing it or liking it, those are people that I could add to my network, and they can see what I can provide them as a coach. I started doing like a cooking show with my toddlers. And what's cool about this is that it's expanding my network even more, because other moms are seeing that I am cooking with 2 toddlers, throwing tantrums, fighting over the spatula that we're using, or, having my husband interrupting me, like real life, real scenario. Like, okay, I am a mom of 2 toddlers. and I still get to eat my broccoli for dinner. There's no excuse. I'm not going to McDonald's. I'm cooking vegetables for dinners with my 2 toddlers throwing tantrums live on Facebook. That's me. That's how people relate to me. Okay. So those are the main things that I do to focus on my business. Now, when I'm done with my business and I'm done focusing all my energy and all my enthusiasm on Arlyn Pino's Business Center, then I move on to Team Hustle Heart Passion. If you're here, give me a thumbs up. All right. That's when I start focusing on them. How do I focus on them? I provide them with trainings. Okay. And let me, sorry guys, I'm like kneeling here. It's like very painful to be on my knees right now. I know it sounds so weird. Let me talk to you about trainings. Okay. Diesel Nation has done an incredible job at giving us resources. And what I mean by Diesel Nation is Queen Bee, Becky, and Christina Delgado. They spent a lot of time and energy creating those training videos that are on YouTube. Don't try to recreate the wheel. I mean, is that even a phrase, recreate the wheel? I don't even know. You guys, I can't hear from this ear. I've been deaf for the past like week and a half. So if I say weird things, please understand. Okay. Don't try to recreate it. They already created it for us, okay? There's going to come a time that you're going to be able to do your own trainings. But for now, use what Becky and Christina have given us, okay? Like they're giving us their trainings. So grab that training that worked for them and their teams and apply it to your team, okay? Then videos. What do I mean by videos? I might pop into my team page and just go live and share with them how I did my lesson. I call them lesson plans. It's a teacher in me. On how I did my lesson plans for the week on a Sunday morning. So I let my team come into my house, you know, virtually, to see how I plan out my week and how I stay on phase 1. Okay. What else do? I have one-on-one conversations. I might have one-on-one calls with them. Might, you know, just have one-on-one conversations with them, and that's how I keep them engaged and how I train them. Now, every coach is at different levels. I have different coaches that train better in a group setting or one-on-one or in a smaller group, and that's how I train my team. Okay, so you saw how all my focus was phase 1, the secret sauce to Beachbody, 4 vital behaviors, which you guys already know what that is, but that's my focus. And then I move over to my team. Okay, and I'm going to quote what everyone's been quoting in the past couple of calls is control the controllable. Like Mr. Kim Carver says, control the controllable. What do I mean by that? If someone in your challenge group is not drinking their Shakeology, you as a coach, what can you control? You could control messaging them like, hey, Jennifer, I saw that, you haven't logged in any Shakeology. What's going on? Is there, are you having trouble drinking it? What's going on? Have that open door policy with them so that they could share with you, oh, I don't like the texture. I didn't like the flavor. Guess what you could control as their coach? You can recommend to them recipes. You can recommend to them what has worked for you. Okay? So crying, saying that, oh my God, I cannot believe Jennifer doesn't like Shakeology is not going to move your business forward. It's not going to get you your next rock star. Controlling the controllable by helping them is what's going to move your business forward. Okay? If you have coaches on your team, whether it's 1 coach or 10 coaches, okay, you cannot allow what they're doing in their business to affect you. Remember, you're focusing on your business first and on staying on phase 1 before you could worry on someone else's drama. Okay? If you start absorbing everyone else's drama, guess what's going to be affected? Your business. Okay? So remember back to the analogy that I used in the airplane with the mask. Focus on your business, then focus on helping other people. If someone in their family passed away, you can't control that. You can't control that your coaches are not replying to your messages because you don't know what's going on in their life. All you can do as a leader is, let them know you're there for them, provide them with resources, pop into your team page and, provide them with little training sessions here and there and just run with it kind of thing. Okay. Run with the runners and those that are staying behind, just let them know that you're there for them, but control the controllable. Okay. What else can you do to control the controllable? You have control of who you invite and who you add to your network. Crying about the fact that Maria did not reply to your message is not going to move your business forward. What's going to move your business forward? Saying, all right, I know Maria's not ready right now. Maria's going through a lot. Let me go out there and find 20 other Arlyns that are going to be working at my level. That's controlling the controllable. Okay. Adding to your network and inviting more and focusing on your business on phase 1. All right. Can I get some thumbs up if you guys understand what I'm talking about? All right. Then, last but not least on how to stay on phase 1 is lead by example. And this goes for your challengers and this goes for your coaches. And I'm going to break it up a little bit, but they both make the same sense for both categories. What do I mean by that? If you're not doing your 4 vital behaviors, what makes you think that the coaches that are joining you are going to be doing the same thing? Okay. Christina had said this earlier in our group chat. Your energy reflects your team's energy. And I don't know if I'm saying it right or if I'm quoting her right. But pretty much how you are as a coach and how you are as a leader and your enthusiasm or non-enthusiasm towards Beachbody, that's how your coaches are going to be, and that's how your challengers are going to be, and that's how your future customers are going to be. Okay, so how do you lead by example? 4 vital behaviors. If your team sees that you are inviting, if they see that you're inviting to challenge groups through your social media, guess what they're going to start doing? Hey, Arlyn, is it okay if I just copy your post? My team knows that they could copy whatever I do. I don't care. The more they copy, the better, because that means they're doing their job. They make it their, they word it in their own words, but they could copy what I do. Like, that's just going to help our business grow bigger. Okay. So 4 vital behaviors. You do it, your customers are going to do it. If you're posting your workouts, guess what? You have someone in your challenge group that is sitting on their couch saying, I don't want to work out. I don't want to work out. I don't want to work out. But when they see your video or your sweaty pictures, they're going to be like, damn, but my coach just did that, and the last time we spoke, she told me how she believed in me to be bikini ready for summer. Let me get up and work out. So you just motivated your challenger to get up and work out, okay? As far as your coaches and your team goes, if you're not posting your workouts, why are they going to do it? You're leading by example. So they're going to be like, oh, Arlyn never works out. I don't need to work out. Do you see what I'm getting at? Like, you need to lead by example, sort of like if you're a parent, how you lead your kids by example. Okay, how else can you lead by example? Your social media. I already said this, but it's on my notes, so I'm repeating myself. If all you're doing is complaining on social media, that's what your team is going to start doing, complaining on social media. And people don't want to follow coaches that all they do is complain. People want to follow coaches that are providing them with something, okay? Whether it's a service or providing them, with a healthy recipe or whatever it may be. So your social media, however it is, that's how it's going to reflect to your team, and that's how they're going to duplicate what you're doing. So if you want your team of rock stars to be posting, following your posting schedule, or to be posting, all excited about Beachbody, you need to do the same. Now, I don't want you to get confused and think everyone is going to do what you do, because not everyone is coachable, and that's okay. You do what you can, because like Kim Carver says, control the controllable. At least you're leading by example, okay? Then events. If you go to Beachbody events, whether it's Super Saturday or Summit or the Success Club trips, all of that, when you start attending those events, guess who's going to want to attend? Your team and your future rock stars, which are right now probably your challengers, okay? And then what else? That's pretty much leading by example. If you add your coaches to your challenge groups, they can go ahead and see how you are as a leader and as a coach, and they can learn from you, and that's how you're leading them. So pretty much to wrap up what I'm saying and staying in phase 1 is focus on your business, focus on the basics. You guys, we have the same Facebook that the top 10 coaches have. We have the same Instagram that they do. And best of all, we all have the same Shakeology. The only difference is applying the secret sauce. You're going to notice that the top 10 coaches, they follow the 4 vital behaviors. That's how they've gotten to where they're at. You too can be up there if you follow the basics of staying in phase 1. Don't complicate this business. If right now you have no coaches, why are you going to spend your time creating a brand new training manual? Focus where your business is at right now. You have to be real with yourself. You have to analyze your business and be like, okay, I know that right now I want to be diamond, but I'm acting as a coach, not even an emerald coach. I need to start thinking like a diamond. How does a diamond think? A diamond doesn't stop till they get to their goal and surpass that. Okay? A diamond doesn't skip out on 4 vital behaviors, or the successful coaches on Diesel Nation or in the network don't just take the easy way out. They do what is told to them by Beachbody. Okay? So that's how I stay on phase 1. I hope this was helpful. Does anyone have any questions for me? Let me go scroll to see if anyone has any questions. Let me see. This is great. Okay, I don't think anyone has any questions. I hope this was helpful. If you watch the replay and you have any questions for me, feel free to send me a message or comment below and tag me. But I hope this was helpful. I don't like that it doesn't tell me how much time I've been on, because I don't know if I talked too much or I didn't talk enough. But that's it. That's why I stay in phase 1. I hope this was helpful, you guys. Have a marvelous Monday and talk to you guys soon.